What's going on guys, Aero here and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as it looks like we might finally have something kinda new to talk about with this game, and this is coming from Nintendo themselves where it looks like they slipped up yesterday and accidentally posted the key art image for this game, and it isn't anything like super insane. However, it is some new Xenoblade 3 content after so long since we just had the reveal trailer back in like February and we really haven't had anything else after that, so I'm still excited because it is something new with this game and it's my most anticipated game for this year, so I really want to talk about it. Now in case you guys don't know about this, it looks like that Nintendo was updating stuff on their website yesterday and just uploading stuff on their web pages, and somebody managed to discover that they accidentally uploaded the key art visual, which hasn't been officially revealed yet, for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So here is the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 key art on screen, and you can see right here, just taking a first look at it, it absolutely fits the theme of what Xenoblade key arts are like, pretty much all of them. If we take a look at Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and then take a look at this one for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Xenoblade 3 one matches perfectly. Now first impressions from looking at this key art, I really do love how every single Xenoblade game follows the same type of key art style where you have like this blue sky on top and then the grassy green area on the bottom. I think that it looks really cool, and especially because of how all of these key arts are used on the box art themselves, and they're also used on like the icon on the Switch home screen. When you line them up like this together, they're really gonna look very pretty, so I'm a very big fan of how they're doing that. Now looking at the key art more in depth and trying to analyze it, at first it looks like there really isn't anything to talk about, but once you kind of start looking at this a little more closely, it does kind of make you wonder a little bit more about the game, and so that's what I want to talk to you guys about now. So the first thing is that in Xenoblade 3's key art, it looks like that the clouds are much more prominent inside of this one, like how they were with Xenoblade 2 as well. Xenoblade 1's key art does have some clouds as well, but they're not really like as easily seen as the ones you can see on Xenoblade 2's and Xenoblade 3's. So because of that, it kind of does make me wonder, is the Cloud Sea once again going to be an important part of Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Now the Cloud Sea was an element in Xenoblade 2 where all of the Titans lived in this vast world of clouds, and all of the Titans were kind of just inside of these clouds, and you could jump off of the Titans and swim around in the Cloud Sea, and it was actually kind of fun. So I do wonder if this element is going to be returning inside of Xenoblade 3, if there are going to be areas where you can just jump off and there's like a Cloud Sea for you to swim around in and explore. It was kind of fun. If they do bring this back though, I hope they don't bring back the element of having like different types of tides with the Cloud Sea, and how some areas you can't access until you have a certain amount of tide, and like having to get them is kind of RNG and like respawning and going to inns and stuff. That was kind of really annoying in Xenoblade 2, so if they can fix all of that, then I think that having the Cloud Sea again in Xenoblade 3 would be kind of cool. Now one of the things that I actually really like about this key art design is how all of the characters are on it. So this is how the icon of the game is going to look like, and all of these characters are also going to be on the box art of the game itself, and I think that that's really cool because it really kind of gives you that atmosphere that this game is going to be about all of these characters, and they're really going to have a nice friendship and kind of camaraderie together, and it's really going to be about all of these characters and their adventure together as a group, instead of just like one or two characters that are really going to be like a huge focus on the game. So like if we look at Xenoblade 2's box art, only Rex and Pyra are on the box art, but if we look at the entire key art, we can see that Nia and Dromark were on there, and also Zeke and Pandoria, but even then, that's not all the playable characters in Xenoblade 2. You don't see Morag and Bridget on here, you don't see Tora and Poppy, so I think that it's really cool how all of the characters are on the Xenoblade 3 key art. We've got Noah on there, we've got Mio, we've got Uni, Taion, and Lance and Senna, so it's just really cool how all of these characters are all going to be on there together. Now looking more closely at the characters, I don't know if this has any type of significance, however we can see that Taion is the only character in this key art who's actually walking. We can see right here that he actually looks like he's walking forward, whereas everybody else is just kind of standing there looking at the scenery. I don't know if it actually means anything, but it's just kind of an interesting detail that I figured would be worth pointing out. Now another thing that I've seen people talking about with the characters on this key art is, are these characters going to be like the official kind of game pairings of which characters get really close with each other and kind of have like a really nice bond? Because we definitely see that with Xenoblade games. In Xenoblade 1 for example, Shulk and Fiora are really close with each other, and then Ryan and Charlotte are really close with each other. So is this key art possibly hinting at which characters are going to get paired with each other throughout the game? So we would have like Senna and Lance together, Noah and Mio, and then Taion and Uni. Now maybe to some people it feels like these pairings don't make sense, but honestly to me I feel like that this would be really perfect, and it kind of does match kind of the small info that we know about these characters, but maybe really as the game goes on, these are going to be the pairings of the characters that kind of really form a close bond with each other and get really close. And honestly I think that that would be really cool, because looking at these pairings, this would be every single pairing would have one person from Agnes and one person from Kieves. And I think if this entire game's kind of themes are about people coming together and like about life and everything, having all these two different kind of sides join up with each other and become really close friends and become really close pairings together, it will kind of just be a really nice message to have in this game, and I could totally see it happening. Now another interesting detail about this key art is looking at this key art, and at the top of it where we see the two titans of Uriah and Mechonis, the thing that's kind of interesting about this key art is the sides of each of the titans is actually inversed compared to what we saw in the very first trailer that revealed Xenoblade 3. So like if we skip to the ending of that trailer, we can see right here that on the left side we actually have the Mechonis sword, and then we see the Uriah Titan on the right side. However, in the official key art it's switched around where we can see Uriah on the left side and the Mechonis sword on the right. Now I don't know if this is going to have like any type of importance in the game, but it is just something kind of interesting that I noticed and I figured it would be worth pointing out. And then finally, the last thing that I have to talk about this is why was this key art uploaded in the first place? It's kind of weird how we just got like a brand new official piece of Xenoblade 3 artwork just out of nowhere. It kind of does make it seem like that maybe Nintendo could be planning something in the background and they're getting ready to update the website with new images later. It's kind of weird, and I did see people talking about this where on Friday, April 8th, we actually got new images of Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, the brand new Warriors game that's going to be coming out in June. There were a couple of new screenshots that were leaked and people were talking about it, and it's kind of weird because just a couple days later we actually got a brand new trailer for Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So because of that, now we have this new Xenoblade 3 artwork which got leaked, so it does make you wonder, could it be possible that a brand new Xenoblade 3 trailer could just be around the corner and we could be seeing it in a couple days? But yeah, there you go guys, that is the official key art for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, straight from Nintendo themselves. It does look very pretty. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think about it. How do you guys feel about this key art? Do you think that there's anything kind of important in here? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely gonna have some more Xenoblade content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.